Hello. Oh. Okay, this is probably my most random intro yet, but it is so cold in Ireland at the moment. It is like 2 degrees. Like my temperature clock literally says 2 degrees. It is so cold, and all I can think about, hi. Guys, I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm never going to be able to find a point or a time in the day that I'm actually going to prioritise recording this Greece video. I'm actually exhausted. I'm just after working like a 12-hour day, and I'm going to head into a gym class, but on my way home from work. But I said just before I did that, I had to finish this introduction. So I went to Greece in October for 2 weeks. First week I did kind of like bag packing, I suppose, for the first week, and then the second week I decided to book into a sailing week with Gadventure. I thought that, you know, being alone for 2 weeks was like kind of out of my comfort zone, so I just decided to do it in an environment that I did feel comfortable in, which is on the water. So yeah, that was basically where the idea came from. I booked it through Gadventure. Everything was really seamless, like the whole booking process, everything like that. I would definitely go with them again. It's not a holiday that I would particularly recommend to people because I think it is quite specific. Like, I'll go through it anyway, the places that we saw, but I personally really did like it, and I thought it was a lovely way to get to see all like the smaller islands as well as like the bigger islands in Greece. But it wouldn't be someone who like wants to stick to an itinerary, because obviously depending on the weather the itinerary will change. But anyway, look, that's all besides the point. So yeah, I went in October. The weather was still quite reasonably nice considering it was in October. Like, I mean, it was lashing rain at home, so it was really good on that side of things. Sorry, I'm so sorry, I can't even see how tired I am, but I already know that I'm gonna have like bags under my eyes. But anyway, yeah, ideally I would be recording this on my dad's boat or like in Kinsale or with some kind of a backdrop, but unfortunately you're stuck with my feet. But yeah, I hope that you enjoy this video. If you've been here before, welcome back, and I hope you're thriving off the itineraries. I think I'm actually going to take a break from them for a while. I feel like I've just recorded so many of them at this point that I'm like even exhausted from listening to them myself. Like, it's very full on information. So I'm going skiing on Saturday, so I think I might upload like 1 or 2 videos from that and just take a break from the itineraries, and then we might get back into them, because I feel like do you know, like if I'm after starting the Greece now, I want to finish it out, do you know, that kind of way. Like, I don't want to just like leave you hanging with like, what did I do for the first week and not the second week, or vice versa. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to finish that out and then just take a little pause and then get back to it again. But yeah, if you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back, and don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you are enjoying. Yeah, I'm going to bop into this class, but please enjoy the footage from Greece. It was actually gorgeous. I would go again. But I'm just not going to be, it's not on my radar for the next couple of years, but I would definitely go again. Anyway, talk to you soon. Okay, so on the very first day we were told to meet at this restaurant by the port where all the boats are kept. So I originally was going to get public transport, ended up not getting that. Got a taxi, literally dropped me to the door, and this is the restaurant. I feel like everyone just meets there because it's so easy, and then we walked to the boat. The boat that we were put on was just as beautiful as the photographs on the website, to be honest. I feel like a lot of people, when they sail Greece or Croatia, they want a catamaran. Ours wasn't a catamaran, it was a single hull boat. There was 3 double bedrooms and then a room with like bunk beds in it. And then when you come down from the outside little decking, like our cockpit, and come into like the saloon area downstairs, like there was like plenty space for everyone to sit around at the kitchen table, make food. There was there were 3 bathrooms, 2 showers, and then like, yeah, 3
double rooms with like little wardrobe spaces and stuff like that to put all your stuff. I never felt like we were cramped when we were on the boat. Maybe once when we were like having lunch, everyone together. There was 8 of us, including the skipper, on the boat all together. But like if you were with, you know, we were obviously all strangers, but like if you were with your friends, it wouldn't have felt any way weird. Like, this was the route that we ended up taking. So we left from Athens. We visited Agistri, Poros, Kythnos, Syros and Mykonos. Obviously, the route that you take is dependent on the weather, so it's not a set itinerary. That's something that is very important to, I suppose, think about. Agistri was the first island that we went to. Sorry, just because I said that I would show you. This is the bag that I brought to Greece sailing. So as you can see, it's from Decathlon, like, but I don't know what I can show you for reference, but I'll show you that. So it's 80 to 120 litres bag pack, and there's like a little expansion pack on the side. So basically, right, you obviously do not need this size of a bag. Like, it's absolutely like massive, but it's great because it has like the backpack straps and like a little chest strap across the front. But basically the only important thing really for going to Greece, and especially going with Gadventure, is the fact that it's waterproof. So like, it didn't matter like whether it was sunny, raining, it didn't matter if someone dropped your bag over the side of the boat by mistake. It really didn't matter, because everything, like all your stuff, was going to be safe in that bag. I'll pop the link to this bag like down below in the description, but to be honest, like, it was way too big. Like, it's honestly massive. Like, there's no way that I would bring this away again, like on a backpacking trip. I was kind of just seeing size wise, but there's a lot of backpacks that you can get that will be like, we'll say like 75 litres, and I was like, okay, I'm just going to try this now and see like how big it is. And like, there was loads of obviously space in it, but the bag was so heavy, like I obviously couldn't carry it. So yeah, no, like you can actually get ones in Decathlon that are like, we'll say like 40 to 60 litres, and I wish I had bought that instead. Now that would be great for when I'm like moving abroad or going on like a trip that like I'm not physically carrying the bag on my back. It would be class, but yeah, I'm not sure if I would like backpack with that size bag again. But that is the bag that I brought, just for reference. Okay, so the first island that we went to was Agistri. So in the mornings we would get up and like have breakfast together, and then we would take off in the morning and we'd aim for some kind of a swim spot. So the first 2 days were actually delightful because there was barely any wind, so everyone got a chance to like learn how to actually like do the basics on the boat, but still be like really warm and stuff. So this was where we parked up the boat in this small marina in Agistri, and just up the hill from where I'm pointing at the marina there was this little bike shop, and it was €20 to rent electric bike scooter things for the day. So myself and one of the lads that was on the boat headed off for the day on. I am one of those people that believes that like the only way you can really like get to see and get to know an island is to just drive around or like cycle around and like go down every road. It probably took us about 20 minutes to do that 15-minute drive, but we ended up finding this swim spot. It was like an island just off the coast of Agistri that you could get to it by a little walkway bridge. Now apparently in the peak season it turns into like a bit of a beach club, and you can go there and like have loads of cocktails and drinks, but the bars were closed obviously when we were there. But it still made a lovely relaxing day to just go out and just relax in the hammocks, and one of the beach bars was open and we got a little like toasted sandwich and a couple of beers, and yeah, it was lovely. We headed home then for sunset, just about on time really, and we all had dinner together in the restaurant by the boat. Day 2 was Poros. Poros was a very quiet, almost like a fishing island actually. There was a little hike that you could do up to a church, which I loved, and you could go inside in the church and say a little prayer. And then there was like a bell tower that you could watch sunset from. Again, we met up in the evening and had dinner. We got up at sunrise to sail to Kythnos the next day, and that was by far the longest sail, but it was amazing. Like, look how happy I was compared to Maggie. She was so unhappy. We went on a cave tour that evening and met up again for dinner. Syros was by far my favourite island because it's influenced by all of the countries that has ever had ownership over Greece, so it was really colourful and the food was amazing. I'm not going to dive in too much to Mykonos because I will do a separate video on this, comparing it to Santorini for like a solo backpacker. But one place that we did go to was Delos. It was an island just off Mykonos, and it was all the historical ruins and stuff. But just a firm morning on Delos, it was freezing cold, so you get the ferry over from Mykonos over to Delos, and I was so hungover as well. We went on like a night out the night before and I wasn't in a good way, so just a warning, bring a jacket and do not be hungover. We went for dinner in Mykonos. The food in Mykonos was actually really good. But yeah, that was the end of the trip. At the end of the trip, the skipper made a little video of all the memories that we collected on the trip. And this is the video. And I'm going to sign off with this little montage made by Max. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next video.
Trying to smile, but the air is so heavy and dry. to cruise.